All right, we're back. Part two tonight. We have The Storm King by Patlouvar. So let's give it a go. I'm just kidding, obviously. Pat wishes it was that. He had a course that good. Okay, The Storm King. Okay, so what do we got here? We're gonna play gold tees. We'll play pin two again. Um, and Patrick suggests medium southeast winds. So we can go with that. And he says this is a work of fiction. Any similarity to other golf courses is purely coincidental. So let's see what that means. I don't know. All I know is this is an incredibly stupid course name, so I can't see it going very far in the contest. Okay, so we've got definitely went with the autumn colors. So folks who want to design in autumn, take note. I do think that kind of the more muted autumn colors tend to look good. You got to be very judicious with where you use the brighter colors. I think some people tend to, and I went through this. I went through this with some of my earlier designs, trying to do an autumn look, and I just had too much red and yellow, and it just looks like Technicolor. Okay, so um, yeah, it kind of looks like we've got like the bunkering is very kind of, I don't know, almost like maybe Dick Wilson style, like with all the little fingers and islands and stuff. Okay, so that short bunker there, not really in play, just kind of there as a kind of like a hood ornament, I guess. Um, so this green's pretty well protected. I'm intrigued by the kind of squared off front edges. We got a light bulb shaped green here. But yeah, you can see how you can see this bunkering very nicely. Obviously, rewards coming in from the left, but so your opening tee shot, you kind of got a free hit at it. Oh, that was a pretty weak swing. Oh, we got kind of a very much a kicker slope and a false front there. Okay. So yeah, pretty challenging opening hole. Although the tee shot gives you plenty of room, but it seems like the where you play it is pretty important. I mean, you can kind of play out to the right. It looks like you maybe get a flatter lie. I could be wrong. Um, and you can kind of hit into the slope. I like the I like that we have light rough. I feel like I've been playing a lot of courses with no light rough. I usually don't use light rough, so I'm not casting aspersions, but it's nice to have a little bit of a buffer there. Okay, so we got some big showy bunkers here. Another one like just kind of right off the tee here that's not really in play. Interesting green shape. I'm curious how like the contours work here. Okay, so I think we got to play up alongside the traps there. Put a good swing on it for a change. Okay, so we got a short iron in here. I think we just got to loft that up a touch. Ooh, got a nice little assist from the slope there. Yeah, I might have raised kind of the area between the red slope and the cup, by a few inches maybe, just to make that slope a little more gradual. Okay, I kind of suspected that there was a mound kind of bisecting the two back halves of the green. Um, we got the little peephole to some of the one of the other the that might be the next hole. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the trees are placed pretty thoughtfully here. I suppose I should watch the replay here since we almost jarred it. Okay, so now we kind of got a straight ahead par four. It looks like you kind of want to hit a fade maybe. I'm just looking at the green's obviously angled off to the right. You can see there's a little bit of a helping slope there that you can make use of if you come in from the right. But you can see the camber of the fairway is down to the left here. So I think you've kind of got to hit a little fade into it. Maybe looks. I mean, just looking at the overhead, it looks like it kind of falls. It's kind of going. It's rising left to right, and then it falls down to the next fairway. I guess maybe this is sort of like you could see this is like a ridge here that's kind of bisecting the two holes. So I suppose that seems more or less sensible. Now let's hit it fast. Classic double cross. Let's see how far left it bounces. All right, we're still in the fairway. We're in business. Just got a lousy angle. But you can see if we pulled that off, we probably could have done a little more with this shot. Instead, we're just going to kind of hope we can leave ourselves, kind of a long eagle putt from the back fringe. All right, so what kind of carry do we have to make here? I think we can carry out about 202 if we aim out to the right a little bit. I think a hybrid's going to go into the back bunker, so let's do that. That may not have enough. Nope. Got greedy. Not too bad though. I think you might have been able to again just bring that slope out a little further into the green to just to make it make I feel like I should be paying a heavier price for this. right? I went for a par 5 and 2. I failed. I apologize for being sincere here, Patrick. I can't help it. Oh, looks like we got some unused back tees there. I sense we might have some kind of tour version in the works. Okay, so we got a long par 4. Again, generous fairway, but it looks like, yeah, the green's kind of, accessible from the right side. I don't know if there's a ton of risk reward in this tee shot. It's more just kind of like, do you see where you need to go and then put it there? Although I guess if you play more for the middle of the fairway, then you have more of a buffer if you don't hit a good tee shot. All right, so we got a green kind of up on a knoll there with some bunkers cut into it, and then there's kind of a fall off on the opposite side. Okay. It does feel maybe a little like it could be fighting the land just a little bit because I kind of liked the general overall right to left sweep of the hole, but then the green kind of goes in the opposite direction. This kind of reminds me of high school golf matches in the fall. I grew up in the Northeast. Freaking losing a ball in the leaves. Worst feeling ever. All right, so this green's nicely benched into this little hillside. You got bunkers front right, back left. Now, importantly, the high school golf match part means I get to quit after 9 holes. Okay, so yeah, you got a little feeder slope there to access the back right pins. And, I kind of played it safe, so now I got to deal with this downhill putt. Just really, really sensibly designed green. All right, we got a nice little covered bridge, keeping with the quaint fall sort of motif. I feel like there's like a YouTube playlist, that like has like that's like one of those like 5 hour YouTube videos with like where it's like Rain outside a quaint bookstore with jazz music playing, that sort of thing. I think there's got to be a YouTube playlist for this course. All right, making us hit a little cut around that elm tree. Oh, we cut it a little too much. But yeah, this is a really fun course to play without the aids. Oh wow, huh? I was getting so nostalgic for high school golf matches. I hit a real life Dan Griffith shot and airmailed the green. Yeah, it's a nice green site. It like goes up to this little bowl. And I cheated and used the splash. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I would, if you watch the last video and this one back to back, you'll see what I'm talking about on the other one with sight lines and stuff. Here it doesn't the holes fit naturally over the land. It's not like the land doesn't look overly manipulated, but you can just it just looks the holes look like they drape naturally over the land and you can just see everything in front of you. All right, so there's a short par 4. Probably no need to hit driver here. Hmm. But I think I'm gonna because my 3-wood's pretty underpowered, so I don't want to leave myself too far in. And I might get to check out that bunker. No, we just skirted past it. Yeah, I assume that's the clubhouse, and we're gonna play away from it, then probably maybe back towards it. Um, but lovely backdrop. I gotta say, in this contest as a whole, I think the folks who kind of went with sort of a classic country club vibe, I've been digging those. Whether it's this one or I think it was whatever Benny's was called. I liked that one. Manatee's course. Okay, so now we got kind of a Mackenzie green shape here, just surrounded by bunkers. Is this kind of like like the tooth shaped hole green? Is this the new bow tie? Because I think there's been at least two of these. I think both Colic had one and um, Scottish had one. There might have been one other too. Oh, and I'm sure Heisenberg had one on his course too, like a sandbelt version. But yeah, I like the way the green kind of has these different compartments though, with pins playing different ways. Have you ever seen a lion? Ooh, we get to hit over the access road. Okay, so this is, people take note. I know I've done a number of fence rants here, um, on these streams, but this one makes sense, right? That's the property line, right? And it's just kind of, it's not like it's right up against one of the surfaces, one of the playing surfaces where I'm going to end up behind it and have a playability headache. That is how you do a fence. Do not put it around your green next to the water. Okay. I need to stop getting triggered by fences. All right, so we got a three-shot par five. We probably don't need to mess around with that bunker complex there. Yeah, this was a lost opportunity for the Bay Hill hedges. Wait, what hole are we on? Oh, this is 9. Okay, we're still on the front 9. I guess for since 7 was right next to the what appeared to be the clubhouse, I thought we were on the back 9. 594. Okay. Yeah, I think we could just bunt a couple 3 woods down there and then pitch one on. I think if you've got the right wind and you got more powerful clubs, you can certainly take the bunkers on and try and sneak one on the front of the green. But I think this hole's pretty straightforward. If we now we do have this little neck that we're trying to hit into, so it's not that simple. But at least we're just hitting. It looks like we've got some heavy rough or some light rough to help us out there. Oh, what the hell was that? That was not very slow. All right, well now we get to play this from an interesting angle. Interesting green shape. All right, now we got a little bit of some rockiness to deal with. Well, not really deal with, but okay. I assume that's a pond to the right, and not cart path texture. Pretty punishing for a long par 4. It is downhill though. So this looks like it's sort of a reverse camber dog leg. I don't know if I get okay, that's light rough texture. It's not fairway. I feel like this would have looked better if you had heavy rough surrounding the tee boxes, to be honest. Like with the way you've got, this is over some pretty severe terrain. I don't know why you would go through the trouble of trying to mow that down tight. So here's your Bay Hill template, Matt. It's not quite as severe a boomerang as Bay Hill 18, but it's got that flavor. Ooh, oh, it was a little deep, but it looked pretty good from the fairway. Yeah, yeah, maybe just flare out that fairway on the left just a little bit so you can kind of run one in there from the left. If you play safe and the pin's back right, it's not like you have an easy putt anyway. Yeah, I mean this green entrance feels a little claustrophobic for a 500-yard par 4. If you just give us a little more room, maybe. All right. So you did say the back nine sucks. So far you're right. Just kidding. Okay. Well, now we kind of got this little creek bed running down the left. Okay, so I don't know. It kind of looks like I mean, it's into the wind, so I probably don't really have the shot here. No, that's too bad if it gets much worse. I really love the front nine. What was I looking at there? I wanted to see what the 318. Okay. Okay, so you got to play left, or you got to deal with the elm. I know unconventional, but I mean it works. It is strategic, a little punitive, but it's a sharp short par 4. It does seem to me like that kind of it does seem like it's really just asking me to just blow a driver into the bunkers there. Although maybe the green is different. Okay, so I mean, if you hit a driver into that that like first bunker in front of the green, if the pin is in the back, it's not that trivial a bunker shot. So yeah, I'll allow it. But that fairway shape did feel a little a little bit, I don't know, slightly more contrived than a lot of the shapes we saw on the front nine. Okay, so we've got short par three over water, cart path going right in front of it. I don't know if I like all the colored sunken trees behind the green there. All right, in between clubs. We went for the right pin. Oh, we didn't go in the water. That is a tiny green. Yeah, I think that tree might be encroaching just a bit in terms of the overhang. I think it was cool. It was cool that you did it like on the last hole, but seeing it on this like for a second hole in a row, I don't know if I really care for that. But pretty good. Sort of do or die par three. Okay, so now we got a dog leg left, where yeah, the cart path interceding between the creek and the fairway. What we doing here? But I see your faux amen corner. Although I guess you was 10 kind of an 11 knockoff then. Yeah, not sure if I'm a huge fan of the little sculpting bit there in the front of the green with where the fairway is. But otherwise, I think the green's pretty good. If you bail left away from the water, you're dead. Okay, back to kind of more the speed we were at on the front. Okay, so this looks pretty nice. It looks like if you take on the bunker on the right there, you can kind of catch the speed slot there and pick up some more yardage. And let's airmail it. Yeah, I like this green. Again, just you see how you got the beads where I am kind of gently rolling towards the left side of the green. Just bump the land up a little bit so that they're all going to the towards the middle, I think. And that'll, make that front left bunker a little more influential. Boom. Okay, wide open fairway here. Long par 4. Whoops. Might have been nice if we could see the green from here. Since there's nothing in the fairway. Just having like that kind of that distant reference point a little more visually prominent might have helped. I'm not sure if the topography really makes sense for that. Yeah, I think that would have worked if you did that. Maybe lower the fairway landing area a little bit, raise the green a bit. All right. Yeah, so this sort of I guess this is kind of like, I don't know, East Lake 15 or whatever. Kind of feels like, oh yeah, this is an old Donald Ross course, and here's the hole that Reese Jones built. Not totally. I mean, it's a the green's kind of set back from the water a little bit. Oh, I see. All right, we can make the. I think we can make the carry there. Although we're not going to get home in two since it's uphill into the wind. Although I don't. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and pop a 3-wood down there and then leave ourselves a wedge in. Excuse me. Alright, we'll see if we manage to avoid the bunker up there. We did. Okay, we got a big false front. Looks like it's not necessarily all that friendly to a run-up shot the way the middle is kind of raised. And we just kind of got a severe back to front slope here. Okay, so we got a long par 4, kind of playing over a ravine there. Lovely sight line off the tee. All right. Well, the parts where it seemed like you were being sincere at designing a good golf course, I liked a lot. Yeah, I don't think you didn't have to do that other stuff with this project. You know, you're better than that. Leave the silly contest course ideas to trees. You know. um, but yeah, I mean, I thought the front 9 was really good. Um, and the back 9 holes that didn't seem like obvious tributes to other holes were also good. I think everything else, all the other stuff I had was mainly just kind of pretty minor stuff. So yeah, that's in Group 8. Not the easiest group, but we'll see how it goes for patlouvar. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch y'all later. Good night.